Although Matt Roloff's journey on Little People, Big World has been notoriously difficult, he has now disclosed additional information following the expiration of a non-disclosure agreement. Following the divorce of Amy Roloff and Matt, the Roloff household is in disarray. When Amy and Matt divorced, Amy remarried Chris Merrick, and Jeremy and Audrey Roloff left the program to pursue other projects. In spite of these changes, Zach and Tori Roloff continued to be dedicated to their family and the farm, but in the 25th season of Little People, Big World, everything changed. Without consulting his children, Matt listed a part of the property for sale, including their original family residence. Zach felt incredibly saddened by his father's behavior, and he felt deceived. The situation deteriorated even further when Zach was informed by Matt that his father had no intention of transferring the farm to him by offering the land at a price Zach could not pay. Online arguments revealed the deeper depths of Zach and Matt's fragile relationship. Now, Matt has more thoughts on his son's experience. Us Weekly claims that on April 26, 2024, following the expiration of his NDA, Matt posted a lengthy message on Facebook. The news organization described Matt's candid admission of his errors over the family farm's selling. Most significantly, he said he was proud of Zach's achievements and that he would rather their connection be repaired. Due to his pride, Matt didn't completely apologize or show remorse for the way the farm sale transpired, although he does wish things had turned out differently. The reality TV personality talked about the farm sale, saying, "I can't say I handled it without some mistakes and missteps. It hasn't been easy," he said, continuing, "particularly while being recorded and occasionally even rather agonizing. Nevertheless, everything turned out well in the end. Even if looking back, I would have changed a few of my procedures. All of the children are discovering their freedom and hobbies on their own terms, and I think that the results are better. That's the closest Matt will get to expressing remorse. He is aware of his actions in handling the circumstance that damaged Zach's feelings for him." Matt and Amy have also disagreed over his decisions about selling the farm. In a March 2024 episode, Amy talked about how sorry she was about the farm's condition. She alluded to her disagreement when she said, in a chat with friends Lisa and Deb, how the farm feels different now that Matt and his fiancée Karen are building a new house there. Although Amy realized that the divorce had caused these problems, she still felt as though the farm was empty. In 2020, Amy paid Matt $975K for her 32 acres on the family property. By selling her share, she hoped her elder boys would be able to repurchase it. Amy would have preferred that Matt had handled things differently. There was friction between Matt and Zach when he spent $1,642,000 to acquire full ownership of Roloff Farms. Given what Matt paid to buy Amy out, Zach felt duped by his father's counteroffer, which was far less than his first one. Wishing Matt would haggle with her sons for a cheaper price, Amy regretted giving the farm to him. Confusion has surrounded the Roloff Farms deal. For $4 million, Matt first put up 16 acres for sale in May 2022, which included the original family house. But after dropping the price to $3,395,000, he removed the ad in December 2023. The family house may now be rented out for brief periods of time, beginning in November 2022, thanks to Matt's transformation of the property following the unsuccessful sale. Given that he and Karen are still residing there, it appears that the farm has not been sold. Matt disclosed that Jacob Roloff presently oversees the whole property. That being said, this is not a permanent fix. Karen is on board with Matt's prior statement on the program that, in order to prevent disputes amongst their children, Amy will get the property upon his death. The Roloff family was clearly torn apart by the agricultural decisions, but Matt seems to have voiced some sorrow. He can't turn back time, but maybe if he shows some humility, he and Zach can work things out. Even if Zach and Tori's time on Little People, Big World is coming to an end. Fans of Little People Big World recently attacked Tori Roloff harshly on social media for her most recent money grab, which involved exploiting her kids. What specifically did Tori do to offend her fans? Considering that Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff stopped shooting Little People Big World after season 25, viewers might be curious about how someone like Tori manages to make ends meet in the absence of future TLC checks. She uses her influence as a mom on social media as one of her side gigs. Being followed by over 2.1 million people on Instagram means that a lot of people see everything that Tori posts on the well-known social media network. Nevertheless, Tori may continuously rely on this revenue source to get rapid cash rather than merely relying on viewers of the material. With so many social media followers, Tori Roloff frequently utilizes her platform to work with other businesses and promote items. In terms of finances, it makes sense for Tori to capitalize on having as many followers as many well-known celebrities have. Tori Roloff advertised a vitamin brand named Mary Ruth's in her most recent money-grabbing scheme. The firm sells vitamins and candies with age ranges for kids 4 to 12. Tori Roloff informed her followers that the corporation was linked in a recent Instagram story. "Every morning, my children beg to take the pills." Fans of reality television programmers anticipate that the cast members they watch will attempt to profit from their social media following. Everyone engages in this well-known activity. But when it comes to Tori Roloff and her latest money grab, a lot of Little People Big World viewers don't like how the mother of 3 shamelessly used her kids to get money. Since most commentators couldn't believe that Tori's kids beg for the vitamin every morning, many others took issue with what they saw to be an outright lie from Tori. Many people believe that Tori went a bit too far in this particular situation, even though she is making an effort to maintain that source of income. A commenter on One Little People Big World remarked, "Get a job and quit pimping your kids." Recall her boasting about her status as an educator. Another said, "Nah, all she wants is the commission." Her entire Instagram account is just a series of ads, said a third reviewer. Since Zach has never worked a day in his life, and she has for the most of hers, she must pay the rent, I suppose. Spoilers for Little People Big World indicate that Tori Roloff is prepared to provide some guidance she would want to offer her admirers. Despite her best effort, she is unable to always provide her admirers with guidance because she is a mother of 3 tiny children. Though she just spoke up on something else that happened in her household, there does seem to be some instability there. Tori used Instagram only last week to give her followers some crucial advice regarding house fires. She disclosed to her followers that there was a fire in her kitchen. "Well, for those who are asking about yesterday's fire in our toaster oven, I burned some cinnamon rolls," she stated in her message. "That was all there was to it. I believe the toaster took off when I opened the door and allowed oxygen to enter." Tori clarified that she was attempting to take on far more than was appropriate. She was frying fish at the same time as she cooked the cinnamon buns. She smelled something burning as she became quite preoccupied. She pounced at the chance to bake the cinnamon buns for her oldest son, Jackson Roloff, who had been requesting them. Tori warned her followers to be mindful of any fire extinguishers in their homes as soon as she shared a photo about the kitchen fire. She said to the crowd that it was frightening that she had to rush and retrieve the one they had in the garage. She now maintains one in her pantry in case any further cooking fires occur in her house. Tori was appreciative that her husband Zach Roloff assisted in putting out the fire since it saved her from having to call the fire service. She and the children experienced a terrifying moment throughout this, but everything was resolved very swiftly. Her followers were appreciative of the fire safety tips she shared on Instagram and relieved that everyone was okay.